So this part 3. Slovakia for the technical difficulties. But so continuing on. So talking about like the torment that's gonna happen like to those who take the mark of the beast. You know, they're gonna be burnt with fire and brimstone. You know, and like the Christ gonna go in the like you know like in the air forever, like as the scripture says, right?
Also, wherever Babylon is situated after its nuke, that place is going to just be a token, a symbol, just to show the Israelites, just to show us
And the nations
and
too.
the nations just how fucking wicked that place truly was, and that there was no evil known to man as such as is Babylon the Great.
Con. So if you go to the next scripture,
This is
last one.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all. And who's the he? The he is talking about, well, ultimately it's Yahweh Shem Yeshua. But the he in this context is talking about Esau. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Con. So once again, talking about like like the mark of the beast being not being a damn embargo, or Christianity or a goddamn
Con.
sandwich, like Pastor Harris say, the mark of the beast is none of those things, man. Okay, the mark of the beast is the radio frequency identification chip. That's the RFID chip. That's what the mark of the beast is. Okay, it is not anything like spiritual. It's not nothing like anything emotional. None of that. It is a physical mark. It is a physical like object, and it is going to be used in day to day like transactions, right? So like if you're not going to be able to buy anything or sell anything unless you have that chip in you, okay? And you can't do that. You don't need Christianity to go buy a loaf of bread, bro. Okay, you can buy a loaf of bread if you're Muslim. You don't have to be a Christian. So Christianity is not the mark of the beast, okay? And you don't need to what does it say the mark of the beast is?
What do you mean?
They say that it's like Christianity. They say it's an embargo. They say like a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, I've heard of the embargo in Christianity. I've heard it's a sandwich. It's just too much. It basically everyone's saying what it's not.
Exactly.
This is what the mark of the beast is: a physical RFID chip that is going to be implanted somewhere in your body, okay, to show that you truly love this system. That's it. The Most High doesn't work with maybe. It's either yay or nay. And all these people keep changing week in, week out. We don't have time for that. We're not living in a times where you can be wishy-washy. This is what the RFID chip is. Either believe us or don't, because it's not coming from us. It's coming from Yahweh Bashem Yeshai on down. Alright, and also if you go into the word for mark in Revelation 13:16, that's also Kragma. So that goes synonymous with Revelation 14 and 9. Now, are you done on that point? Did you want me to get the last precept?
Yeah, if you could, please.
Alright, so one of my absolutely favorite scriptures, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 2. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity.
Well, you got it, bro, if you want.
Nah, bro, you got this plan, because I wanted to see your breakdown of the scripture.
So as it is, it says like finally everything is done in vain, right? Like all the things that men and women do, like ultimately, like if it's not geared towards like praising Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, it's all vain, really. Like going to the mark of the beast, like how people are gonna like have to take it just to survive, to just to maintain their daily lives. They're gonna have to take it. So I mean, like ultimately, like I said, all that is vain. All of that is vain, because at the end of the day, like as in, you're supposed to only know that only the Most High can actually like provide for us. So like we're supposed to have all our hopes, all our faith in Him, and not try to depend on ourselves, to try to make it on ourselves, because that's thinking in vanity.
Yeah, that's also proud. I have a precept to back up what you're saying. This is Proverbs 16 and 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but Yahweh Bashem Yeshai directeth his steps.
That's right. Is that it?
Yeah. Just because you were saying like a lot of people think I'll do this, I'll do that, but The Most High is directing it all. This
Con.
is His show. The RFID chip. Look at this as we're just actors in a story that is being played out. Alright? The story of Yahweh Yahushai. It's all about Yahweh Yahushai. And about His elect as well, because He loves His elect. And everyone else, man, is just spittle. Everyone that takes the mark of the beast. What happens when you take the mark of the beast? You are a beast. So why would the Most High care for you? What happens when a bird dies? Does anyone? Oh no, a bird died. You know, we gotta do this and that. No. How many times you pass the streets and you see dead animals all there, man? And then you're driving on the same street like 2 days later, and the dead skunk is still there, man. That's a wild beast. Replace that beast with humans now. Alright? And unfortunately and fortunately, you're going to have our people, 2/3 of our people, that are going to be destroyed pertaining to Zephaniah. So, that's all I have. That's my piece.
Con. And you also you have a pastor who put out the decree saying that 2019 is the year of the mark, is the year of the Karagma, and it really is because as it is like everybody like all the major news outlets they talk about the beast now like so like as in it's a commonplace, you know, like you can ask anybody that you know on the street, you know, like what's the chip, and like more than likely they'll tell you what it is. So as in everybody knows about it, and like it is it's not mandatory yet. It is here. So that's what makes 2019 the year of the mark of the beast, like Pastor Tahar said.
Khan, I actually have a precept for you. This is Romans 13 and 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
That's right, man. So you need to like wake up, know the times that we're in, know like what's coming ahead of us, and be prepared for that. You know, be prepared for that. You know, through pushing the work, prayer, through meditation. You know, through fasting. You know, doing like practicing like I said, practicing.
I go back you up right now, man. It actually goes. That's so spiritual. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. What's the armor of light, man? Getting into these scriptures, putting on Yahweh Shai's ways, following His law, statutes, and commandments. And then once you do that, Lord Abanar Tazah, you be the elect. The chip, fuck the chip. You know what I mean? Because that is going to be the ultimate test. Look at your life as a test, Akim. Everything you go through, it's all to build your character. What does it say in Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 1? My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Temptation for what? Temptation to be a part of this world, this system. Alright, Akim, fight. Alright, this is a spiritual war. Fight. Fight for your salvation. You had our forefather Yaiqub fight the angel. So how much more us, man? Alright, we have to it's time for us to rise. Kwame Asharala. Fight, my soldiers. Rage, my soldiers. Alright, now's the time of action. It's no longer time to be idle. That's my piece.
And also, as the scripture says, roughly paraphrasing, it says, "This book shall it's like it says, this book of the law shall remain in thy mouth."
This book shall not depart.
Kind of like it says, "This book shall not depart from thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein."
I'll get it for you. This is Joshua 1 and 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Can't water arc. That's self-explanatory. You know, like it's supposed to keep these, these scriptures in our members. You know, they're supposed to eat the whole roll. We're supposed to keep um you know um keep maintaining the living waters, right? So anyways, without you have anything else you wanna add, Doc?
I do, because just on the topic of maintaining this word, it's just a scripture I learned recently. It's Ecclesiasticus 27 and 9. The birds will resort unto their lake, so will truth return unto them that practice in her. Have you noticed that when you're consistently pushing videos, it's easy to maintain that, but then when you start taking breaks, it gets a little harder to get back into the action? You got to keep practicing day in, day out. In fact, this scripture goes hand in hand with Joshua 1 and 8. Why do you think he says, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night? because we're constantly being attacked by demons. We're in the flesh. Sometimes it's easy to give into the flesh, but if you're constantly practicing, remember, the devil will flee. All right, the devil will flee you. How did Yahushua combat the spiritual demon Satan when he came at him? He combated him through the scriptures. That's the only way to beat this world, Akim. It's through the scriptures, through Yahweh Shemishai. Behold, lo, I come through the volume of the book. That's my piece.
Khan. So that we're gonna go ahead and close up.
Khan.
When I say Kal
Halalim
La
Yahweh
Bahashim
Bashim
Yahushai
Yahushai
Bahashim
Bashim
Rakha
Rakha
Double honors to the
Double
elders
honors.
and the Apostle Graham Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, and the highways and byways, pushing all this truth and honesty and sincerity, and the fear of the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai.
Khan.
And to you, as of course, Abba Ball. Kwame
Ashrala.
Shalom to you, elect.
Shalom. Death to America, death to the white man.
Khan, Shalom.
Shalom.